All right, there we go. All right. Okay, I think this is about where we left off. All right, so remember, for the nurture side, part of the reason that it might be easy for us to think that sex differences translate into gender differences automatically is that socialization is in fact creating those gender differences from a very early age. Some of it is just even in infancy, children can distinguish men from women, distinguish different behavior, but also caregiver feedback reinforces those early differences. And remember, oftentimes it's a subconscious thing. It's not done on purpose. And then peers, right? As boys and girls split into different groups for play, they make different choices. These amplify those differences even further and also start to create in children their identity as a boy or a girl. Mass media and advertising, some of our informal socialization institutions also get in on this game. Mass media, we've got different television shows for the different genders. We've got Sophia the First, which was a big hit with my 6-year-old, and now is, unfortunately for me, also a big hit with my 3-year-old. Whereas for my boy child, it's Stinky and Dirty, right? And then Jurassic Park cartoons, right? And all of that stuff, right, was the big hit. And with some of that, although this is less true, how many of you actually watched Saturday morning cartoons when you were kids? Like on a TV, broadcast TV station? All right, so a few of you. Okay. It's actually a higher proportion than I thought. Of course, when I was a kid in the 1980s, you had Saturday morning cartoons. We were all watching the same small number of cartoons at the same time. Right? And you got very different advertisements for toys. You will still get some of that, right? And I still see it with parents who entertain their children with phones at events, right? If they set their kid down in front of YouTube videos, you get toy advertisements based on those, according to YouTube's algorithm. Right? But you do get different advertisements, right? Boys might be encouraged to play with these more violent Legos, right, with spears and swords and pointy helmets, whereas girls are encouraged to build nicely appointed tree houses with flower gardens, and that almost looks like that might be a compost bin. Right? So destruction and violence and social dominance versus nurturing and caring about things. Right? Gender differences reinforced by mass media and advertising. All right. Shoot, I forgot we need a pear deck for this. Let me get you a pear deck. Okay, computer, bless you. sake of time, let's go ahead and keep moving. That code will remain in the upper right-hand corner. This might run counter to what you would think living in the 21st century, but gender socialization, despite the fact that we are more aware of its importance than probably ever in the past, it also starts earlier than in the past. Part of this is because until the middle of the 1900s, the clothing that children wore was gender neutral. In the earliest of the times we're going to consider, everybody wore dresses. Little male children, little female children, all wore dresses. Now, in this earlier stage, part of this, well, we'll come back to that actually. All right. Later on, we do get more distinct clothing for male and female children, but as we see in this old catalog image, the differences are still downplayed. The collars are only ever so slightly different, and the colors are the same. Dark blue, dark maroon, or burgundy was also common as a color choice, but you certainly didn't have blues for boys, pinks for girls. So again, similar designs and colors. And the reason for this, in both the earlier and later stages, is society was trying, right? Parents were trying as part of this on purpose to keep their kids from thinking about differences between the sexes. The thinking at this time was that if children became aware of sexuality too early, they would grow up to be immoral human beings who engaged in all forms of debauchery. Sex outside of marriage, sex before marriage, perversions, all kinds of stuff would go wrong if your kids became aware of sexuality too early. So you dress them all the same to keep them from thinking about it. So, for the Pear Deck, in our number images 1 and 2, which child is Franklin Roosevelt? Is Franklin Roosevelt in image 1 or image 2? All right, pretty even split, but it is image number 2. And image number 2 is Franklin Roosevelt. Image number 1 is his future wife, right, Eleanor. Now, part of the difference here, right? Franklin Roosevelt's family, I think, had more money. Right? Eleanor's family also had money. Eleanor and Franklin are actually cousins. This was not all that uncommon back then for cousins to get married. Not saying it's a good thing, just telling you it happened. But that kind of gets at the difference between then and now. I mean, Franklin Roosevelt is in the frillier dress. Right? He's got a hat with plumage on it. Right? A shoe that looks very much like the shoe I put my 3-year-old's foot in for church. Right? But back then, right, male and female children were both dressed the same. Oops, jumping too far ahead of ourselves. Right. Things start to change beginning in the 70s. And you might think, well, of course they did, because the 60s were the time of free love and the hippies, and of course they're going to break that. Nope, not the story here, right? This is about money. Right? This is not about the hippies and changing social values. In that sense, It is that families got smaller. People made fewer babies, and the people who made and sold baby clothes started to panic. If there are half as many kids, how in the world are we going to avoid making half as much money? Well, they came up with an idea. We will just sell more clothes for a smaller number of children. Because we're going to make clothes for males and females that are so different that parents won't be able to use them for male and female children. Right? If they have a boy first and a girl second, they're going to have to get girl clothes the next time around. No hand-me-downs. But even here, we see more gendering involved. It's not just about dividing it up. Right? Girls can wear blue. I don't mean that in an actual, like it's physically, it's physically possible. Thank goodness for a girl to wear blue. Right? But in practical terms, right, it's acceptable for girls to wear blue. Boys, on the other hand, cannot wear pink. Again, it's physically impossible for them to wear pink, right? But it is not seen as socially acceptable. So why is that? This is what we'll wrap up with today. Right? Why is it that girls can acceptably wear blue just like boys, but boys cannot wear pink while girls can't? So I'll give you guys a little more time. Make sure you're going ahead and uploading your notes, those of you that have finished inputting your answers. All right, we will talk about your responses tomorrow. Go ahead and upload to today's. I will remember that you're not uploading the document that is linked there. It'll be okay. Sorry about that mix-up. Also, guys, keep working on those study guide quizzes. They should all now be set for unlimited attempts. If they're not, let me know, and I will double-check it. Guys, have a good afternoon. I will see you tomorrow. Good morning, Anna. Good morning, Chris. Have a good day, Bobby.
Gee, it's stuck here before me. Honestly. I got out of the stuck here before me. I don't know why you decided to be here today.
I mean, it's school.
No, but why would you decide to be here?
Because there's like a certain amount of days you can't miss.
I hope you don't have to leave.
I mean, I'll leave in a couple of weeks and school's gonna
If
end,
you leave
so
for me,
you don't have to deal with me for
I
about
hope you don't come back.
I might have to already. Next year, I
Oh.
guess. I know
I
it's,
hope you don't.
I mean, I would, but I kinda am, just really slowly. That's how like communities work here.
Yeah, but it's better if you start the process, you know?
Well, I can't do it yet.
Why? It's painful.
Yeah, but it's not the, normal healthy way.
I didn't think that would be healthy.
I want to be healthy.
I don't want you to be healthy.
Well, too bad you can't try
Oh, okay. Maybe we'll cry about it. I don't know.
I would just love to be.
morning, Justin. Good morning, Oscar. Good morning, Caden. Oh yeah, I killed that thing. I was turning on lights this morning, and I looked at that guy. Usain Bolt, right? Might not be faster than that guy was. I mean,
Also, you ever notice how much jeans? First time in like 5 years.
Oh my gosh, that's really insane.
Hold up, check it out there, because you ain't seen all the drip, okay? These are my girlfriend's dad's jeans. I didn't do laundry last night. Got my girlfriend's socks
Yeah.
on.
Do you have a girlfriend? That's kind of surprising.
Got my girlfriend's socks on.
Okay, those are actually cute songs. I love
Yeah, this is also their
good morning, Mira. Good morning, Jackson.
I think everybody's
You're gonna take a bite? Justin, there's
Yes,
protein over there.
dead.
There's protein, take a bite. Have they not turned the AC on?
No, I've sent an email, but I don't.
Oh, if you're upstairs with the shirts off.
They're so cheap, they probably won't turn it on until June.
If Ayana,
Oh, nope. There we go. That's the HVAC is working on the problem now, and it's going to depend on whether they need parts. Yeah, it was broken at the end of summer last year. How in the world did they not get it fixed?
They were like, we'll figure it out later.
I guess.
And later.
And we're still waiting.
All right, I really think St. Joe's new nickname should be Mogadishu on the Big Muddy. Oh, thank you. Yes, scan the thing, and then there's a pass up there.
Do we have it do now?
We do not have a do now. Just you'll come back. There'll be a discussion assignment.
When I get my braces.
Okay, so all of a sudden you start loving on me, now you start hating on me.
When Matt gets back.
Ayana dies in this class. Can you not pull the office and get any medical attention?
What? No. I mean, if she's no. All right.
I like men. A peanut butter sandwich.
All right, guys. Today, two things to keep in mind. One, our final exam is tomorrow. So it is the essay exam about the Uyghurs and China.
An essay?
Okay. And the main event for today is a discussion about Silver Springs. What's that? Yeah, we're just going to do a single test for the final.
You said the essay.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like it's all tomorrow, and because I
So
know.
we're gonna be able to write the entire essay in one day.
Yep,
Okay.
yep. It is designed specifically for that.
I was just making sure.
Yeah, no, it will all fit in the class period. All right, what to work on right? Hold on, let me explain this, and then I'll take questions. All right, so you're going to do a discussion assignment very similar to what you did for St. Joe, but this will be about your Silver Springs data. So think about how race affects the statistics you looked at. What does that tell you about racial disparities in Silver Springs? Same question, where's the best place in Silver Springs to be born black? Because remember, a lot of these outcomes are for when you are 35. Right, where's the worst place to be black? Right, and since we have a little more insight after having looked at St. Joe, right, are incarceration and marriage rates as important explanations as they were for what we see in St. Joseph? Right? And what is different about these? Because Silver Springs is a very different place in general and in terms of racial disparities. All right, we've got the same points breakdown, 55 points for your original post.
I just imagine there's some place like in Kentucky that's as bad as like Compton or something.
But yes, it would just be different. I mean, because I had a buddy that went to school in Kentucky, and there the people started getting leprosy, which is not supposed to happen anymore, but they did it because they were used to eating possums. And when armadillos moved farther north, they just assumed that armadillos were possums with armor, and so they thought they'd eat them too. Well, armadillos carry leprosy, and so the hill folk started getting leprosy. So, Caden, I mean, you're not wrong about that. It's just different. I don't think they get. I think they get shot more often,
That's what I was talking about.
but not leprosy so very much. All right, you will get 55 points for a quality original post. Each of your replies is worth 11 points each. And again, to make sure that the Justins and the Jacksons of this world and the Emmas don't get left talking to themselves. Bonus points for good and frequent participation. All right, you've got the class period to work on this. If you still need to finish the assignment from Friday, by all means, work on that first.
Jackson, what you
Yes.
What do you want me to do about the
You use the
Nothing.
You use the powdered peanut butter.
Oh,
The
really?
TB2.
You're fine.
Okay.
It's got
Are you
more
dumb?
protein in it, bro.
I just use peanut butter. This man is all about protein.
And he calls himself.
Do it. He just works out to make himself feel better.
You're not even as thick as me. I gotta bring
I'm thicker.
I'm thicker than
No, I definitely have a bigger
Matt, you're fine.
Matt, you're just fat.
Well, maybe eight.
I had braces when I was very young. Elementary school.
Oh, Matt K., you'd had a question. What was your question? No, that. Yeah, it won't help, and that window's broken.
Well, it's supposed to be 90 all
I'm
week.
on a damage
Yeah.
top, so I felt bad again.
Why is this not creating?
So-
I want to punch
That's
a
why I'm
white.
Sorry, I need help again with the map because it lost
Sure.
it.
Oh, yeah.
I would have done it over the weekend, but I was like really busy.
It's okay. So I'm going to. Whoa. Oh, no. Sorry. Okay. It is working. All right.
Thank you.
I will put the map back up on the thing for those of you that need to work on it.
We don't like. We don't send work to a white. I still.
I don't have a
Guess what?
Imagine not having to deal with dumb people all weekend.
Man,
Bro, my job schedule is 100 hours. Next Saturday, I work from 12:15 to 3:45.
I had to stay here and do nothing for
I don't have a
3
job.
hours.
I don't have a dad.
Next Saturday, I need to work 11
Wait,
to 4:30.
that's not what I mean.
No, I
After
just-
going
we
to
just messed
Friday
around
from
in
like
the
5 to 10.
Yes. That is 7 people.
That's cool, man. But
I like Panther, isn't it? Yeah. Kiss like that.
What I
it's
did.
wet.
You know,
Not good, dog. I'm good.
and then at 6th hour, I just.
You have.
Sorry. In Spanish, we got there a little late. Higher hours. She felt different.
Very good. Thanks, Dad.
I can see that on you. It's in here.
Do you have any of it done?
It's in your eyes. It's in your eyes.
Yeah, that's I think I have the first done.
I'll go back here and grab it.
I have the one for all the ethnicities, blah blah blah. I was cruising down the street. Oh,
Oh, shoot. Actually, Chris Torrey is out. As soon as Torrey gets back, I can send you.
Well, I'm gonna sign up for it anyway.
Okay.
I'll just submit it when I can.
Fair enough.
What?
Is it Springfield?
Spring, not Silver Springs. Idiot.
It should be Springfield.
It's Silver Spring.
There is a Springfield in almost every state, okay?
There is. Which one are you thinking?
Missouri.
Illinois.
No, you're not.
Illinois.
No,
I'm pretty sure it's like Washington.
I thought it was like Ohio.
I thought it was Illinois.
Spring, I think it's like Washington.
I think they made it so
Where are
it's
the-
like a mix of all of them.
I watched it.
It's in the movie. In the movie, there's a part where they're pointing out all states, and they point out 4 states that all have Springfield in them.
So yeah, it's a May.
Why are y'all talking about?
Well, because they said
Conspiracy
Silver
theories
Spring.
about Simpsons.
Why are you talking about?
Oh, it's Oregon.
By the way, I'm still listening.
Oh yeah, because they went up to Alaska.
The movie is.
I watched it.
When they, what's his name, the creator, someone asked if he was making a second one, he goes, I barely like the first one.
Oh, the movie?
I can tell that,
I really think I've seen
it's
it.
better than Morbius.
Agent's better than Morbius. Morbius sucks.
This is-
But I'm talking about my favorite movie. Like,
Here you go.
I've heard mixed things.
Thank you, Tommy.
I've heard
We
that
got
you have to
now.
watch
Okay,
a
yeah,
lot of the
that's-
Disney Plus, well, not a lot, but you have to watch some of the Disney Plus series to understand some things.
Yeah, one
Yeah.
division you have to watch one.
Thanks, Tommy.
thank you very
I'll
much.
see you 7th hour.
It's actually not that bad. I like it.
Oh, you're just doing.
Doctor Marcus Solar sucks though. It's so boring. I like it.
You're awful. That's why your parents don't love you.
I didn't even see my mom.
Really?
I just texted her. Oh, I live with my mom.
Nope, there's not a do now. Just work on that assignment from Friday or the discussion.
Chris hates white people.
I hate every race.
I feel like
And you
hate
feel
blacks
you
more.
like.
Then I can't. Then I'm not racist. I just hate all of them.
You
No,
hate
you're
blacks more though.
racist.
Admit it, Chris.
Huh?
You hate blacks more.
So much
Admit it.
I can't comment. It's not okay if I comment. You know.
It really
Oh.
is. As someone of like.
What is going on?
Yeah, you got.
Its next major use would come on.
Yeah, I have the right to remain silent. Actually.
You want to?
No, I have
What do you got? What do you got?
That's
I want to be seen like chewed up peanut butter sandwich.
Yes.
yeah.
She doesn't.
Ah, so funny.
Chewed up and
Tori back?
I don't even know who Tori is. I don't.
Sits over there.
This is not coming back to me.
Sorry, go ahead, Chris.
All right, thank you.
Here's the. There you go.
None for you.
Dr. Brown.
Why? This is why
The
you're.
question that says the best and worst places for them, is that for both places? Like,
No. Just for Silver Springs.
okay.
So, because we already did St. Joe previously. So in this one, where's the worst and best places in Silver Springs only? Fair question, Deacon.
No, that was a stupid question.
Matt, shut up.
I have like 4 days.
Yeah, try not to ask that question again, man.
That hurt my feelings.
Matt, this is why you're not loved.
Caden, this is why you hate yourself.
It's true.
Yeah, exactly.
Big brother.
Get up on my level.
Actually, it's brown.
Stop cursing.
Dr. Brown.
You have no room to talk.
Shut up, you're short.
Yes.
I do not
This
curse.
is kind of confusing. I don't know what happened.
I used to be short.
You used to be.
You're still short.
What's the same
Right?
I'm
It
fine.
says-
Here, I'll be right with you.
Did I make my? I'm probably 5'9".
It says Silver Springs, but does it look
Well, I was 5'9". I might have
Does it?
No, what happened?
Fixed.
That went somewhere else because you're in Florida.
Yeah, I was so like.
Why are you in Florida? Where you going, dog?
Silver Springs.
Where you at?
Like I.
Yeah, I don't know. It jumped there. You were not wrong. There you go.
Where your mom's at?
Never mind.
Your
You
mom's
got him
at.
here? You sure?
Your
Okay.
mom's
This
at.
is so
I seen that video
confusing.
of me, Trayvon, and Brett doing that. Hey, what's the video you guys doing? Oh, I'm not sending it to you.
Okay, so
You gotta
go
listen
back
to it.
to the
Hey, yo, what gang you in?
Atlas.
Blood and Crip.
So what
Okay,
should
so it's in Silver Springs. So zoom in.
Something with bolts underneath.
Because it's got an outline in there. So
Like things are
Lightenville to the
loose.
left and a Delphi on the
Then
right.
What's your view
There you
on
go.
I think my dad did because he was driving it yesterday.
There you go. Okay,
Fifteen.
There you go.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I did the first, third, fourth.
You hate them or you like them?
And
Neither really. I don't really care.
You should hate them.
Caden, I hate you.
Matt, shut up.
I got you. I'll get on the
Shut your mouth, Caden.
Dude, that did such a good game.
I can't find. Oh, here it is. All right, listen to that sound. Listen to it with sound. After it sings. You know whenever you drag a snap back from like 2 years ago and it takes forever to sing?
Yeah.
That was gonna be something. I gotta pull up the St. Gerald one too.
Hey, no, it's not even showing, dog.
Hold on, I'm sending it to you. It's still sending.
It better be. It's Willard. Can I join?
Oh yeah, there you go.
I don't like Brooks. Brooks is kind of annoying.
Dragon?
All right.
You can maybe. I hope you speak the 14 order out here.
Stop.
Oh my gosh.
What'd you say?
No, it's because he stuck a pair of scissors in an outlet in middle
He's
school.
an idiot. He's a wasteful bear. He's one of those.
Stop.
Oh,
Yeah,
what's
He has a
that?
good point though.
No, Brooks is an alright guy, bro.
Some
No, he's
people are
kind
just
of
a
an
waste of
asshole,
space.
dude.
He's gonna work at
Just
fast food restaurants.
So is
forever.
Jackson.
Hey,
Jackson will be
there has
really
to be
rude.
someone to work in McDonald's.
I'm gonna do things with my life. He's gonna work at McDonald's till he's 60.
He didn't have talent.
Could you just catch him?
Jackson
You're
is
like,
actually
this
probably
is
gonna be
bad.
really successful.
Jackson's gonna be a star football player for.
I'm gonna be successful.
Again, by
Jackson's gonna go become an electrician.
And no matter what I do, I'll
And
be
he's gonna
successful.
stick a fork in an
I won't stick
outlet.
a fork in an outlet. I'll stick a fork in something better.
Yo.
In an omelet?
Something else like.
Sure.
Almost ain't all that good.
He's the type of person to eat mayonnaise out the jar with a plastic fork.
That is disgusting.
No,
Why
no.
a fork?
I think
Egg?
you're
Oh,
thinking
yeah.
of
He's.
Maybe more like a
Plastic
plastic knife.
butter knife.
Yeah.
Mayonnaise is delicious.
Now, I'm gonna say something a little controversial.
Refill these.
I eat
Yep.
it
Mayonnaise and
because
peanut
it's
butter
like-
sandwiches?
I hope you just cease to exist.
What do you say?
Are you serious?
That's a real thing I've had, and it's not that bad.
Wait, what did you have?
Peanut butter and mayonnaise sandwich.
Now,
You're disgusting.
I
You're a
don't
waste
like
of air as well. I'm sorry to say this.
You're gonna go
but
work
you're
at Burger King.
I
and
have
put
been saying that
mayonnaise
now. You're
every
gonna
day.
I
You're a waste of
hate
Look, I get COVID.
You know why? I like mayonnaise because it looks like someone else.
Yeah,
That
you just said
is-
it.
Why do you think I
earlier.
eat
I
it?
don't know how to feel about that.
Kid, you know you can make that by yourself, right?
Yeah, but it's not
Hey,
good.
man.
I'm sorry, buddy.
Ice cream, you idiot.
Who shiesty on the shiesty?
My mom
The
wanted
shiesty?
Stop
to get
making it
ice
so
cream
wrong.
last night. I
Dirty
was so
mind.
upset.
No, ice.
Dr. Brown, you hate us.
Nope.
It's yogurt.
Why would you think that I hate you, Matt?
Because a lot of
Anything
people
with
hate me.
chocolate or brownies or.
Oh, yeah.
No, I don't.
Oh.
She's so mean to me all the
No,
time.
I'm not. Or caramel if I'm not eating chocolate, like vanilla caramel.
White people?
You're white.
Can't stand them.
I can't stand you.
Ooh.
You're not good.
Ooh.
You're so funny. Haha.
I'm a comedian.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh
Emma
my
is
god.
hilarious. Don't you ever.
Don't ever disrespect me.
Right.
Bro, she benches like 600.
Actually, it's 700, but like.
Stop it. You don't want to mess with her. She'll kill you.
I started to have
She'll
to
tell the truth.
She'll throw a
That's
card
Jackson.
at you.
You probably could.
What?
Beat up after football.
Probably. Except for Bryce. You would not do it.
Nah, Bryce isn't really salty.
Rice isn't coffee. But like not.
Is he really a softie though?
He wouldn't. He wouldn't.
You would've had
No, Jackson. Is he really a softie?
I would say no.
Oh, hit me so I can beat you
Kaden, I
up.
know what you're talking about, and that is very.
Yeah, that would be racial discrimination.
Thank you, Chris.
I hate
He told me I
most
need to
of
go
people,
back
bro.
to like my country.
I think-
and stuff, and he
I
told
hope
me
you
to
get
make
deported.
him some food.
Hope you get deported.
See?
Stop!
So
My
you
friend
know
called,
what? You behind Freddy, so I'm gonna beat you up and just have a nice meal afterwards. With blood on
You're
my
gonna
hands.
end up in the trash.
Freddy's is your go-to?
Yeah.
Freddy's is
Well,
really good, bro.
I used to work there.
It's
Not that good, bro.
I'll probably go to Subway because I get chocolate milk and a sandwich.
It's not that great. I used to work there, but it's so.
I do DoorDash.
Ow.
Subway
Friday
is
the other night,
good.
like,
Is
that's
that
the
Will?
biggest mistake of my life.
Yeah, I
Why?
love
No, Subway's amazing, but why would you get chocolate
I
milk?
could have bought something.
Dude, I love
Because
chocolate
This
the
one does
meat
kinda
was
suck.
amazing.
This kid, he found out that you get Mr. Beast Burger at Perkins. You can't go in and get it, but if you DoorDash, you can get it.
Y'all do know that?
He's like, it's the best thing I've ever had. I'm like,
You know
"Oh,
I
I don't care."
What are you?
Wingstop.
So if you have DoorDash, you can get
You know what's good,
Mr.
too?
Beast Burger, and they make it at Perkins, and then they deliver it.
It's cheap and
But
it's
you can't,
good.
like, go to
Actually,
Perkins
that's
and
better than Burger King.
I
Really,
like
my go-to
Wingstop.
is
I like
like
McDonald's. I like wings.
Last time I got Burger King, my chicken sandwich was burnt. It was like the
Ew.
darkest brown ever. It was darker than me.
Well, I don't have it very hard. In the summer, I might be darker than you.
I don't go to Arby's.
It's like
That's
the
the thing,
most
that's
important.
Arby's is so good, bro.
Arby's is the
The
bomb.
past
Arby's
8
has
times I've
meat
gone there, I still
just like
drink.
I do.
We do not have no meat.
I want the
Culver's like Culver's
You know
not
like
bad.
that.
I get their concrete there.
Culver's
I got
is
the shake.
actually not that bad. My brother used to work there and I got pretty good there.
Dude, what am I gonna do when my bestie seniors are not here?
What? You're probably that 1% goes to Long John Silver.
Oh, I hate it. Oh, I hate
Long
that.
John Silver's ain't that
I
bad.
hate Long John
Well,
Silver.
you
So
Silver's
gross.
you know, so good.
It's super bad for you.
I
That
know,
probably
why
is
is
bad
it
for you, but
still,
the
why is
fries
it
ain't
still
that bad.
open? That's something I
I like the
understand.
Subbies.
I
haven't had it in a while, but
I mean, they're okay.
The
They're
only
really just
seafood
bread.
I eat is
Like,
bread and
crab.
grease.
there's not much
Crab
fun.
is
Go out of
always
business.
Crab
If you went there,
I don't get why
they
people
go out
like
of
it.
I'm a
business.
true mud-blooded American, so
I do.
I like stuff with grease.
You are a true white
You're
person.
If it's greasy and it's gonna kill me later on, I'll eat
Where'd
it.
you get the braces at?
Your mom's house.
If I can die from it,
Whoa,
At
your
Dr.
mom's a
Wilmer's
dentist.
office.
Where's that at?
The orthodontist office by the clinic, by Lafayette.
wait, your mom did it, but she raised you like the way you
You
are.
didn't go to
Not a
noise.
dentist.
But everybody goes to noise.
They're moving location.
What does that even mean?
When
When
I
she
get-
raised you like the way you are, why would that change anything?
I
My
feel like
mom
dentists be
used to
good
tell my
parents,
son,
not
You know
have
what
their
price
kids
shop
come
is?
out with
Sure.
your
Yeah,
You go past.
I want to be like going
Where the
wrong
dentist
one
office?
day.
shut your
That's
mouth.
what
I
noise
swear, if I
is
hear
doing.
blink, blink, boy,
No,
comes
it's the
out of your
school.
mouth again, I'm ripping
No,
your lips off.
dentist.
I'm
That sounds
gonna beat
racially
you.
motivated.
I am racially motivated.
I have a lot of racial motivations.
Yeah, I'm gonna grow up to be this guy.
He's
I'm gonna be
discriminating.
like-
I'm gonna grow up to be bling bling boy. I'm gonna grow up
Can you
and
beat
be
him,
bling bling.
please?
I'm gonna.
I swear, I hate bling bling boy. I had a nightmare about him. It scared the crap out of
I
me.
don't know what you're talking about. That he-
Awful. I had a nightmare about Freddy Krueger once. I wasn't scared, but bling bling boy was the horror. If you think I'm joking, I'm really.
I know you're not. I know you're not.
It's so bad.
Oh, bling bling boy.
How can you be scared of Bling Bling Boy?
He's, oh my
Because
god.
he's a creep?
His hair,
Oh my god,
his
bling bling boy.
eyes, his
Bro, he
But
drinks
don't let me
more
describe what you like about him. His hair, his eyes, oh my god.
He's awful. Move.
Bling bling boy.
Daddy Death.
The rip-off Pokemon game that we played. I can't remember what it was called.
I don't know, but every time I think of Pokemon, I'm gonna think of Pokemon and stuff like
I've never seen an episode of South Park.
You
I've
never seen
only
that or you
seen
never
one
seen
episode of
Animal?
South
I never
Park.
at all.
Get the fuck out. Wow.
I just never have.
Language.
You said it, no.
I'm being hurt by this language.
I am too.
How can
I'm
you
a
never?
child, okay?
How
You
come
have
you've
to
never seen
understand
South
how
Park?
this language affects
Well, I
me.
think I seen one episode when I was like younger, but I never watched it.
Give it
I
to me.
remember I seen an
Huh?
episode of
Give it
Family
to me.
Guy that
Watch
scared
it.
the crap
Well,
out of me.
watch some right
The one where they.
Well, watch
It was
it.
something
Right,
about-
watch
it was
it.
something
I forgot what
about
happened.
drugs.
That's so long, man.
It was
They,
Jackson, you
there was an episode of
I
season
was
4
bored.
on Cartoon Network, and then they stopped it, and then they brought it back to season 5 on Adult Swim.
Yeah, that's what they put on Adult Swim.
Season
bro.
5 was like 3 hours.
I get it.
That's why they couldn't have it.
You know the voice
I'm watching
actor
it.
that-
I watched it as a kid. I
Alright,
forgot
raise
what
your hand in
happens
this
now.
room if you like drugs.
Oh, I've read that. I haven't.
Yes!
You knew
Now
Stand up, proud.
Stand
Proud.
down. That's awesome.
Samurai Jack.
It's not. It's.
I turned music
Not
this
that.
morning.
Huh?
I turned music
I can know
this
there's
morning.
literally like
I know,
the
that's crazy.
samurai.
I'm fighting my
And it's a
allergies. I did
black
not
dude. I'm
take
like,
that.
bro.
It's the samurai or
I didn't say
The
that.
samurai.
She nice.
DA samurai.
That's samurai.
I'm like, there's no way.
That's kind of.
Yeah,
Was
just
this the
take my-
military?
And his whole thing is that he dances and sings. I'm like, there's no way that they made
I
this a
might
real
die. Like if someone like
The homie.
rubbed
The homie.
a leaf on me, I would probably die.
Daquan.
Are you gonna
Don't
die? Are
touch
you gonna
me.
die?
I will die. I'm allergic to Chris.
My
Like
name's
you're.
Daquan Daquivius.
Aquavon
I'm worried myself, don't worry.
That sounded so racially motivated.
Now you're just saying that word. Just say that word.
I know it's such a fancy word.
Caden, you're white.
I love
You can't
racial.
say
I
that.
love racial.
Huh?
Racial.
You're white. You can't say that.
What
You
I said?
can't.
Anything.
You
that-
said racial.
Anything that
The
deals.
doctor at my orthodontist was so nervous. I was like,
Holocaust.
Yeah,
You're
I
very
admit it.
awkward. I'm like,
I was there.
You were there at the
That's
Holocaust?
Yep.
Oh, that's pretty
How
cool.
are you alive?
That's
I'm immortal.
there's no Holocaust survivors and they're still alive?
I wouldn't think you would survive.
That's damn.
Are you calling me
Wow.
stupid?
Because he was the
No.
first one to die.
I'm just saying, you
No,
know,
yeah, that'd single me out.
yeah.
I think a lot of people would. You talk a lot.
Big brother. Big
I just
brother.
would no, I would stop talking. I'd be really scared and then I just
Dude, if you would stop talking, I would send you to the Holocaust.
Oh my god. I don't think it's still happening.
That's not okay.
The event ended a while
No,
ago.
it's gonna something that camps and
I wish you wanted them. I'll take them. Thank you.
no. Matt, no.
I just want bully.
Yeah,
Jackson
because
loves me.
this, I hate those camps. They need to go away.
I like camps.
It's awkward.
Got me the apple. She gave me the apple. He loves me.
Big
On my ice.
You see that? I have to ask.
This kid said I was baby.
Yeah, you look like you were high.
I felt like I was, but I actually was not.
I take him to that ass.
Yeah.
It looked like you were going to you were smoking some mad drugs.
Mad at you. Earlier somebody
Then I
said
apologize.
I was fake.
You were what?
You look like you did some
That
mad
reminds
drugs.
me,
I don't know what
there's
that
this
means.
kid
I
out
got
there that's
high on
really
that.
hot Cheeto
Oh,
does.
babe?
Yeah.
I heard you say
Wait,
babe.
what? I did that.
Somebody said I
No,
look
you
like I was high on that.
I hope not.
It's my allergies.
No, you're supposed to.
No, I did
I
it.
will never vape or smoke.
It's my
No,
allergies.
I meant no, like
You'll
they-
say that, you
First
say
of
that,
all,
and then
pollen.
I love it.
No, I still haven't.
Matt,
So do
Like I
I.
said, I'll never drive. I
We
all
can't.
the pollen in the air right now,
Because you're black.
and my cats, they're for.
Like it's coming together to make sure you can't drive.
I'm a great driver.
You couldn't tell the Jackson.
Nah, I feel like Jackson's one with black car hair.
What do you think my veins pop
I
so
can't
much?
sit in the back of the bus.
All the cool kids sit in the back of the bus now. It's not fair.
No,
I
they
don't-
don't want you in the front of the bus.
I can say it, okay?
We don't want you in the front of the bus.
I'm gonna sit in the front of the bus.
Why?
No. We don't let you. Sorry.
I'll kick you up the
Oh,
window.
brother.
Chris is actually racist. I swear to God.
Low key, he's
Emma said it first.
low key
What
when he
did I
gets
say?
home, he walks into his room and
Chris?
He yells the N
It's
word.
like one of my favorite.
No, I have pictures of a bunch of these black figures, and I use them as dartboards.
Oh
White
my
smoke.
You have Will
I'm
Smith,
going
you have Chris Rock,
You have The
I have
Rock.
you have
Will Smith.
Shaq.
You got Michael Jordan up there.
I have Michael.
I'm gonna be with a grand loser.
Before he bleached his skin.
Yeah.
Song that my friends always sing.
You have
And
Kevin
it was
Hart
so
hanging
racist.
up
I'm like,
there.
guys, why are
You
y'all
got
doing
this
this? Like,
dude.
'cause it's funny.
You were the one who killed Tupac.
Like, you know, there's no black people.
That was me. I'm sorry.
Guys,
I apologize. I killed Tupac. Yeah.
Now
I
everybody
knew
knows.
it. I literally was just doing research and it said this guy named Chris killed Tupac.
Yeah. Exactly.
Whoa!
Chris
Wait,
actually
wait.
makes me feel bad for being a
Chris, you
white
killed
person.
I'm not white though.
Well, whatever
You
you
are
are,
so
I don't
white.
like you.
I'm Mexican.
Well,
You are
go
not
away.
Mexican.
You're whiter than me.
You're white as snow.
Everybody is whiter
than
he's whiter than me.
You're
No,
whiter
Chris
than
just
me.
doesn't
Yeah,
know.
thanks, Ayana. What's on the
Yeah,
inside?
we'll put my cat. No, it's my cat.
Are you okay, Emma? Do you need to go to the
I will.
That's the name.
Because when Chris
you're
says, hey, do you want
going
a hug?
into contact with
No.
someone,
Chris
and they're
hates
just
whites
looking at
and
you
blacks.
straight in the eyes, like, hi. And they just they wrap their arms
Like,
around you and they
What did you say?
It's so
Yeah, I bet it. Yeah, I bet it is.
Chris, I don't know how you're wearing stuff.
Yeah,
Oh,
how
I
are
wear
you
orange
how are
and
you
black.
alive, sir?
I wish I wasn't.
Well,
Then
let
just,
me
like-
give you an offer. Okay,
Oh.
how about you meet me by the Missouri River, okay?
Yeah, I'll win.
Sounds like a great.
No, I push you in.
I can't swim
You-
though,
you-
I'm black. Actually, in reality, everybody else in my family can swim. I
I'm
can't.
black. What?
I can't swim, I'm the
I'm
only
a
one.
great swimmer.
Would
If
you?
you
I
like
wonder why.
put me in a pool, I would die. Like
I can't
instantly.
swim.
I can't either.
Jackson, how can you not swim?
I just can't.
I can't even like.
swims in these bitches.
I'm too dense. I don't know. Maybe my
No, the
bones.
only person.
I mean, I can float on top of water. I just
Me and your
can't
mother are in a
swim.
committed
No, it's 'cause
relationship.
Jackson's
Oh well.
I can't
Sorry
swim.
to
I
burst
can't
your
swim
bubble,
though. I'm
but
black.
I can't
It was me.
swim though.
no, it's Russ.
Russ?
That's my street name.
Oh, and he has a cute nephew.
Whoa.
That's
Russ?
my
Like the
nephew.
rapper
Stop.
Russ?
Stop.
Are you trying to hook up with your
Matt,
new cousin?
stop right there.
Oh.
Stop
They're
right
not
there.
even together. They're just friends.
You're weird.
But look. I have
You're
to
weird.
show you. Look at this man. He's posing with my mom.
Let me see.
That is
You're trying to hook up with your cousin.
That is Wes.
Wait, Wes?
That is Wes.
Oh.
Really?
I think mom was like, when your mom was like super old.
That's not very nice.
I
of you.
can't see.
She is old. She's like 50.
My stepdad's like 51, my mom's like 42.
My mom's 42.
But you put that
Reminds me
right
of my
now.
dad's 42. My
My dad's
46.
46.
And
Why
my
are your
mom's
parents?
My
so
mom's
young? That's like
40.
55 and my mom's 50.
My
My
dad's
parents aren't young.
50.
My parents are just
You
really
were
old.
born.
Yeah, I
Black
wasn't
child of the
old.
family.
Let's just
My
say
dad's
that.
50 and my
No,
mom's
not siblings.
You're the
40.
brother, man.
I wasn't expected.
See, like, my mom's like 42, my dad's like 45.
All my friends said was that I was a pleasant surprise.
I wasn't expected at all. I just literally popped out. I'm a dirt baby.
You know what I said that I was expecting? It's after the wedding.
You're a type.
It was. Like my
Probably.
mom was like, you know you were
I
expected
just
because
wanna
you know
see
me and
this
your
all.
dad after the wedding. Mom, stop.
I'm gonna tell my
Guys,
kids
the
the day
word
they were conceived. I'm gonna write it down.
You're just gonna break down every moment.
Every time me and my wife, I'm gonna be like, this is the day you were conceived. We're gonna celebrate their conceived date.
Their conceived date.
Oh my god.
The day me and your mom made you.
Or test babies
I
actually
would,
run in
I
a
would
test
cry.
It's the day. It's
I
the
was.
day you were made.
Baby making scares me. It's disgusting. It's
It's
super
because
scary.
it'll never happen.
I don't want kids. I
Yeah,
just,
exactly.
it's
I don't
just
think, I
awful.
think you won't even have sex.
I want like a
You'll probably
little
be a
army of Jacksons. I want like 4 kids.
I wouldn't mind being a
Four little
virgin
weeds.
because I could probably be a nun. And
Ah.
then if I'm a
I
nun, I
would
could be a weed nun.
adopt one of your
And
child.
you
Oh,
know,
what now?
there are weed nuns. Okay?
Weed
There
nuns?
are weed nuns.
So you want
I
drugs?
don't think
No,
the
I
female
just want to be a
Jackson.
nun for fun.
Oh,
Fun.
these babies are actually running in a test tube.
Good job,
Or,
Emma.
like, you'd be like, yo, what's
No,
up,
the
sister?
English
She's
for
like, what's up,
in a, like,
that was
fish.
I'm just gonna go
And you
to
go
and
into
then post
prayer.
it, and then I'm going to.
Hey, what up, hey, what up, B?
And be like,
Alright, Jackson, good night.
what's up, sister?
Hey, what's up, my brother?
Wow.
Don't
Don't ever say that
That'd be
again.
racist.
That's gotta be racist.
I was trying to give him a hypothetical situation of if I
Hypothetical?
became a nun. Yes, a hypothetical if I became a nun. I'll be like, what's up, sister?
Hey, what up, brother?
Please, just
Shut
stop
up.
talking.
I had a goldfish, but it died. I ate
No, don't
it.
read that out loud. Don't read that out loud.
I have frogs.
You have frogs? I have, crabs.
I have 3 beta fish.
Oh,
Walnut,
you should
hazel,
probably check out.
pecan.
Why aren't they alpha fish?
Yeah. Walnut is a blue color.
Nuts?
Hazel is a
I ate
pink
it.
color. And
Nuts?
then pecan is this purplish blue.
The way that you said pecan.
I'm sorry, like my mom's like, it's pecan. And then my aunt's like, it's pecan. And I'm like,
Can I go to the restroom?
No.
No.
Yes, you may go. Here's the pass. Still have to cut more.
PPAP.
Have you ever become
I just gave
Sorry,
you flash.
sorry, Mom. It's actually pee-pee.
Stop.
You said it, not me.
I was trying to sound it out, but then you guys laughed, and I was like, oh, I said it.
My cock?
Sometimes I just can't breathe.
How do you like pee-pee?
Bent over.
Bend over.
Dad?
What?
Bend over.
Why did you say dad?
Hi,
Why
Dad.
did you say dad?
Why? Because.
Shut your mouth. I'm sorry.
Your dad's gone.
My dad's gone.
I was talking about yours.
Actually, my dad
my
has
dad
a
actually
job
isn't
and he's
gone.
working and he has another
I
job.
wasn't talking about your dad, I was talking about Max.
Well, what if I wanted to talk about how cool my dad was? Because I
You
actually
did.
have one.
Good for you. I'm happy for you.
Hey, why are you so pressing on
My dad's
this?
pretty cool too.
He's a histo tech at the
I
hospital.
don't know, actually.
My
I
dad was
thought it would
a
be fun to, like, you
20
know,
years.
tell people about my dad's story.
I don't know how long my dad's going at the hospital.
No, I'm not 20 years old, that's still nothing.
What? This is
Mama.
disturbing. Stop showing me that.
So,
Is your
my
phone
parents are
dying?
surprisingly
It's at 39%.
That is a low
That's very
percentage. My
nice.
phone
That's a
percentage
46.
is 90.
My mom had my brother, so he's a big guy. My little
Phone's
brother.
cringe.
I know.
She had him at 18.
Your grandma's
You're.
I know you think that.
Yeah, she gives me
Trying to beat your model bracket.
Like, I would come over to your
And my
grandma's house,
dad
she's actually
was
really
27 when he had me, and she was 24 when she did. I don't know how old they were when
That's right. Dude, that's
I
my
was
house.
about to say you was 27
Why?
and she was
You
18.
should have asked me to come over.
No. My mom was
literally have
18
no way to
when she had
contact
my
you.
uterus.
Well, I'm
I
sorry.
had a friend whose parents had like a 30-year age
don't
gap.
know.
I don't.
I had a friend whose parents had a 30-year age gap. His dad was like 77 and his mom was 40.
What's up with like back
Yeah,
age
I
gaps?
told
Like
you
my
I
friend
figured
told
it
me, oh yeah, my dad got with my mom
You
whenever she
get
was
away from me?
14. And,
Right.
and his dad was 20.
But mine is this. My friend's parents are like 70 years apart. Well, not 70, like 30 years apart.
I was about to say, how,
Yeah, his mom is like 40, like 6, and his dad's like 79. I'm like, how the...
at least he's not 6'9", or that would have been better, you know.
Pet rat.
Rat. Yeah.
If I hear rat again,
Rat.
Rat. Rat.
Correct. I thought it
What?
Rat.
rat.
with a T.
Oh, I did say rat.
You guys should not speak ever again. That would be so
You should just shut up.
You should shut up. I asked you first.
Is that a black Batman?
What the?
Like, actually black.
Yeah, there's Black Rat, man. What about
Yeah,
it?
there's a black Spider-Man.
Yeah, that's
There's a
exactly.
black
That one
Catwoman.
was-